Good morning. Oh gosh, I am all over. Look at my desk; it is a mess. I haven't even burnt my sage yet, and I'm I don't know what I'm doing this morning. I'm really bleary-eyed. And anyway, welcome to Coffee with Hoffy. I've only just written a few bits down so that I didn't forget to tell you. I hope you're okay. I hope you've had a good week and you've got some lovely plans for this weekend. I'm just glad it's the weekend. So anyway, today, what have I got? I've got mint tea this morning. I don't know what you've got, but the reason I've got mint tea is because my milk went off today. So that's not a good sign, isn't it, when your milk goes off? I don't know why it went off. I think I picked up the wrong bottle, so it hasn't lasted very long. I think I only bought it on Thursday. Anyway, some mint tea. Some mint tea is always really good, isn't it? Good for the tum, make you feel relaxed. I'm frightened to burn these bits of sage today in case I create another bonfire. Anyway, hope you've had a good week. Got a few bits to share with you. As usual, we'll do the oracle cards, and it's normally the ones that I don't use as much, so, or I don't use them as much in the Sunday shuffle, so we normally go through those. I hope you've got your journals out. I wonder what changes you've made, or if you've made any changes or started to think about things in a different way, if you've been watching Coffee with Hoffy. Because I like to share. That's the thing, that I can't stop myself. I can't help myself. I feel like I have to give. Anyway, so look, just waking up. We're not the only ones just waking up. Jupiter will be waking up out of retrograde on September the 13th. So that's one to pop in your diary. Jupiter's about good luck and abundance. So it's been asleep since May the 11th, something like that. So that's been it's basically been in hibernation. So you might already feel that things are starting to change for you because that planet is obviously starting to move out of its retrograde. So it is just waking up. And on September the 13th, you should really feel that shift. And good luck to all of you. Definitely. Yeah, good luck. Lots of abundance. All the things that you've been working on will be coming to fruition. And then on September the 29th, we've got Saturn also waking up, who's also been asleep since May. And this is why everyone's kind of been out of sorts, not just because of the COVID, but because these are major planets that play a major part in our lives. And when they go into a sleep for such a long time, it forces us to, or allows us the space to reflect on ourselves and think deeply about who we really are, because they're not there driving us, you see. So you may have noticed that. But yeah, 29th of September, Saturn comes out of retrograde. We're in Virgo season, so all the Virgoans are having their birthdays. It's about self-care. So September's a really good month to just focus on your health and well-being, before you go into winter. And it's also about tying up loose ends. I don't know if you recall, but last week we were saying tying up loose ends and fixing things. So you may want to fix, I think I used the light switch. It's only because I've got a light switch that I haven't fixed. And I know it's only 5 minutes of my life. I just need to get the screwdriver and take the time and the patience. That was it, patience. So this month is also about patience. So tie up some loose ends, because the smallest thing that you can possibly do will have the greatest impact. So fixing that little light switch, or that little knob on the cooker that's fallen off, or because like to replace a knob on a cooker is something like £3 or £4, but it's something that annoys you. So these little annoyances, sort of, spend half an hour just doing one of those little annoyances, and you'll feel a whole lot better. So it's tying up loose ends, into detail, looking at the detail. You will feel better. New moon was on the oh, what did I write that for? New moon was just a couple of days ago. New moon was on the, I've forgotten the date. I have forgotten the date. I'm sure we just had a new moon a couple of days ago. So you have to excuse me there. I'll have to tell myself off. But anyway, new moon. I hope you did your new moon manifestations and your intentions. And if not, why not? That is all about you. So, and that's what it's all about. Let me just take this off and get a bit hot. Yeah, so it's all about you at the end of the day, giving time to you, sitting and doing this. This is about you. This is your time. This is your cup, get your cup of coffee, your time, your headspace, time to make notes, time to just think, time to reflect. That's what Coffee with Hoffy is all about. But it's also about these oracle cards. So we always do a spiritual animal card first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find one, but I am going to read from Kim Cram's guidebook, just because I just think it will just give you a bit more, because I'm good, but I'm not that good that I can remember every word in that book. That would make me like Superwoman or something. Wouldn't that be just amazing? I wouldn't mind being Superwoman. Just pick up a book, hold it, read it. Oh gosh, doesn't somebody say that? I think I've seen that on a YouTube thing, that somebody says you can just hold a book and read it. And I was like, that's don't be ridiculous. That is ridiculous. You would have to have special powers. So yeah, so what we do here, we just pull out. It's very gentle, very calm. It's not like the Sunday Shuffle on Facebook. The Sunday Shuffle on Facebook is a bit more upbeat, manic. This is Saturday morning. I have no intentions of being upbeat and manic on a Saturday morning. Most people get up and do their chores straight away, don't they? But I do tend to try and do mine on a Thursday evening. Although I do have things to do today. I'm moving my whole lounge around, so that's like moving some heavy bits of gear. Can't wait. Okay, so here we go. What have we got here? What's animal? Oh, I like this. Straight away, look, the cobra. I mean, already I just want to sit up straight. I have been slouching a bit, actually. Maybe I should do that. Maybe we should all just sit up a bit straighter. Yeah, the cobra. So let's find this cobra. I like that. In my mind, for about a week, I've had the word snake, and I've been expecting to see a snake in the cards. That is not necessarily in real life. I don't want a real snake. Right, so let me read this to you. So let's think. So this is fire energy. Fire. What has the cobra got to say? Oh, I like this. Right. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. The cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. Oh, hell. Well, that's me. I must be the teacher. Oh, I need a teacher. The cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. You see, I mean, I look at that picture and I don't actually think, oh, that cobra is out to get me. I do feel quite protected by it, actually. Right, cobra is found deep within us. in the form of an inner teacher, and it manifests externally in those special guides who've led us along our path. Well, yeah, we always have people in our lives, don't we, that just give us that gentle encouragement or that guidance. That's really lovely. What it would feel like to be a student again. What would it feel like to be a student again? Oh, I don't mind that. I love to learn. So what are you ready to learn? So what are you ready to learn? Be the student. Okay, good. Well, knowledge is power. But normally when you're a student of anything, you end up learning more about yourself than anything else. Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. I feel like someone's going to knock at the door and introduce themselves as a philosopher or something. Nice. So when in balance, a student life is wise, humble and wise, yes. When out of balance, oof, gosh, know it all, egocentric. Oh, I don't want to be egocentric. And to bring into balance, taking a class or study. So that's, sorry, that was only because my glasses are so rubbish. And I think I just need to go up a couple of notches on it. So look, that's the Cobra, feeling protected, learning, being the student. Okay, well, so what we're saying is this morning, Saturday morning, we're going to be the student for this reading. Let's see what else this reading has to offer. Now, I have to remember the order in which I do these. I believe I then use the Psychic Tarot by... his name is John Holland. It's very good. It's very good. These cards are absolutely lovely. They're really vibrant. So, what's that big thing there? So yeah, so the Cobra. So today, so we're going to, so the reflection is that we're going to be the student. And to be the student, we've got to be humble and learn. I'm up for that. Be the student. Oh, oh, now I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Do I take the card? Because there's two. I'll take one because it's I don't want to take two. Oh, okay. So we've got this other fire energy. So we've got this temptation. Temptation. What are we tempted by? Temptation doesn't always mean, this is the thing, some of these cards, people always think, oh, temptation, that's a bad thing. No, being tempted to do something is not a bad thing. It could be a good thing. It could be something that changes your life. So we'll just reflect on that. We'll leave that for a bit. We'll move on to our vision quest and see how it fits in with the other cards. I can't remember who these are by, but they're Native American cards, which is obviously why I was drawn to them. Because we always know how deeply spiritual Native Americans have been with their billions of years of expertise. So they must know something. Oh, actually, I'm just going to do that for a change. So, temptation. So we're going to be the humble student and we're going to be tempted by something. But it could be that we've been tempted to go off course or take a new course. 15, I mean, it does have the devil energy attached to it, if I'm honest, in tarot. But maybe we've had too much temptation. I'll take that, thank you. Oh, right, okay. Gosh. Torment. Are we tormenting ourselves? Are we not? Are we are we punishing ourselves? Is anybody out there punishing themselves? Look. You don't need to be in that position, or is tempting ourselves down the wrong path will bind us. Because we always know that if you're on the right path, if your energy is on the right path, there is a sense of freedom. So, let's see. What do you think? Do you think tempted, tormented, but we are the student? Maybe we're not learning our lessons. We keep doing the same thing over and over again. Why are we not learning? Why are we not? Here we go. Look, be humble, be the student. We're not learning. We keep banging. It's habits, isn't it? It's bad habits that we keep repeating over and over again. How are we going to stop those habits? How? I think that's what that is. It's definitely changing your life in some way. You can't have, this. We're tormenting ourselves because we're staying in the same mindset. This might not apply to your whole life. It just might apply to like one part of your life. My biggest thing is sugar. I torment myself with it because I'm really good, and then because I've been good, I feel that I have to punish myself and just have some more sugar. Anyway, and then I feel better for about half an hour. So yeah, I'm still on that trying to get that keto thing underway. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, tempted by the things that we know are not good for us. And when we should be, think about the snake. Think about the snake when you feel tempted the next time, to protect you and guide you. Turn to the people that you trust the most, that guide you gently along your path. Now, look, we always know these are the art cards, and every week they give us something really crazy to think about, really crackpot. I never understand what they're on about till the end of the cards going down. So let's see. Please don't give me the naked man again. Look, there's our card. It's come out there. Ready? I'm actually scared. Yes, we've had some really crazy cards come out because they're all based on artists. So let's see. Ready, steady. Oh my God, more naked people. What did I tell you? This is the art world. They just love nakedness. Oh gosh. Right. Okay. I said we've got devil energy. Well, look, this card says, this is Henry Matisse. This card says, unleash the beast within. Productivity, even in pajamas. Right, okay. And sketch boldly and paint with a big stick. He's talking impact, isn't he? That's impact. Making an impact. Sketch boldly and paint with a big stick. A tree trunk. A stick. Right. Thank you, Henry Matisse. We will reflect and come back to you in a minute. Now, the next one that I pull is, I think I pulled these out wrongly. Hang on, so let me just try and remember. Oh, that's right, yes. So we have, the next one we have is our Divine Musket. I try and keep them in the same order every week, you see. but it's all based on memory. I'm not writing it down. So these are feminine energy, and as I say, when somebody produces the masculine one, I will absolutely buy it. But feminine energy means, it doesn't mean, feminine energy applies to men and women, and masculine energy applies to men and women. It's not it's the kind of energy, not the person. So it's not it's not based, these are based on female women, but we've got a feminine side and I'll do it another way. We've got a testosterone side and we've got an estrogen side, and the balance of that moves within us all the time, both male and female. Men mostly can't stay in that estrogen energy for too long, which is why they're not very they're not always very demonstrative, and they're not very good at feelings, whereas women, we thrive on it because that's our estrogen side. It's all, feelings, isn't it? You get dominant women and they've got it's a level of testosterone in them, or their estrogen has dropped, but yeah, so it's all very mixed. But anyway, these cards are feminine energy. All the cards keep coming out on the bottom today. That was a bit like my milk going off, wasn't it? Right. Oh, we want a really good card this morning. We need something. Who have we got? Khadija, I think that says. Khadija. She is the mother of believers. I am spiritually... Oh my God, we love this. I'm taking this card out with me today, definitely. Right. I am spiritually and financially abundant. Say that after me. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. Oh my gosh. So I was saying about self-care. That fits in with that nicely, doesn't it? Self-care, taking care of you. Take care of you and you can take care of everybody else. That's look after you and you can look after everybody else. But we like Khadija. Khadija, welcome to the Cobra and Temptation, Torment, and Henry Matisse. The mother of believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I mean, that's a mantra we should say every day, isn't it? I am spiritually and financially abundant. I'm spiritually and financially abundant. Yes. So Henry is telling us to unleash the beast within us. This devil energy up here is about temptation. This is something that's tormenting us in some way. So either way, productivity, even in pajamas. So we are in our pajamas potentially this time of the morning. Some people will be in their pajamas, or they may not be. They may be putting their pajamas on to go to bed. Who knows? Yeah, I like that. So I feel like the lesson of this morning is about self-care, taking care of ourselves, is about not torturing ourselves, is about be bold in yourself. Don't be afraid to be who you are. And if you're tempted by something, unless it's completely wrong, we all know, everyone knows the difference between right and wrong. So if it's wrong for us, then take care of ourselves, and then we will reap the rewards. If it's right for us, then yeah, take a risk. Start your journey. Why not? These are Gypsy Fortune cards. They're very weird. That's what I'm saying. A couple of these cards, they're quite weird to interpret. So tend to use my base knowledge of tarot and then build on it with these new cards. Ooh. Okay. Right. 20. So I would say, you see that cloudy, I mean, it's not across the whole sky, but something is lurking, isn't it? It's kind of like the black cloud that's lurking. It's not covering it completely, but it's creating some form of shadow. And I think that might be related to this one here, what path we take. Dark and light, yin and yang. Where there's darkness, there's always light somewhere. Where there's light, there's always dark. Up in your mind, what are you thinking about? What are you concluding from this section? I don't know if I got the book that tells us. Yeah, here it is. Let's have a quick nosy and see what they say. Here we go. It's probably something really weird. Well, it says the clouds, but it's bigging it up a little bit because it's a very small small card. Huge towering clouds move swiftly over a flat plain, broken by a few trees and a clear stream on the side. So what does it mean? The meaning is developing your dreams can make them a reality and enrich your life. But the appearance of this card is a wake-up call. Oh, yes, because it's 20. You can do too much dreaming, wishing, and hoping. Clouds are warning us that the situation in question is on the level of a dream or a wish. It's not reality, and like the storm clouds, it will soon pass and change into something more clearly perceived. All right, okay. All right, we hear you. At the end of the day, if you've got dreams, there's nothing wrong with dreaming. In fact, I think people should dream more often. And if you listen to someone like Abraham Hicks, then who's a guru at talking to the universe and asking the universe for what you want, the dream-like state is really conjuring up what you want in your life. So if you want spiritual and financial abundance, you have to dream about it. You have to create it. And that's what they say. The vision creates the reality. Most people say you create it. Yes, you do, but you have to manifest it. You have to conjure it up in your mind. You have to believe in it. You have to stay on that path of direction to get what you want. And unless you're a full 90 degrees out, you are heading in the right direction. Well, I like this. I mean, I do think this is a little bit of a naughty piece of cake type of thing for me. This is it's that basic for me. Tempted and tormenting myself. But this part of it is definitely about being on the right path and getting what you deserve, getting what you work for, getting what you dream of. And be bold in that. Be bold in your thinking. Be bold in your thought energy and your approach to life, you know. Take bold steps. Be tempted to take a risk every now and then. I mean, some people say risk, and then some people say it's a calculated risk. Where it's calculated, that it's not really a risk, is it? A risk is taking a risk, managing a risk. Oh, don't get me down the health and safety route. But yeah, I like that. I think that's nice cards this morning. I think that's given me plenty to think about. I don't know about you. And yeah, I think so. So I don't know. I can't remember what else we cover really. I kind of, my head's up in the clouds somewhere. I hope that's been helpful to you. I hope that that's, you know, in your journal. So in my journal, I'll be looking at I'll be writing the word temptation and being tempted by the wrong things that stop me from getting what I really want, and being tempted to do the right things. So you have to change your mindset, don't you? I mean, every morning, because I used to wake up in the morning and all the world would just flood in. Oh my gosh, it would just overload me. So before I'd even got out of bed, my head would feel like, oh, I've got this to do, I've got that to do, and so and so and so, all these problems and issues, work, and just everything which used to just pile in. Now, and it's taken me probably 2 weeks to practice it. I wake up and I go, stop with the flooding in. What do I want to think about? What do I want to do? How do I want to feel? So I ask myself those questions in the morning before this stuff gets even a chance to get to me. I'm in there. I'm in there first. So what I'm trying to explain is that a change, you have to repeat it, don't you? You have to keep trying at it, trying at it, trying at it, trying at it, and then eventually the block falls away and you're doing it. And then after a little while you go, oh, I'm actually doing that now. You recognize that you've changed in some way. So yeah, we're always learning, aren't we? I'm going to keep this in my purse this week, this Cobra, as a protection and guide, and to remain humble and be the student. Like I say, I'm always open to learn. So anyway, now look over here, I've got the moon manifestation boxes. I'm not going to go through all the bits and pieces that are in there. There's 10 items that you can check it out on hoffy.co.uk. They are, I've only finished it yesterday, so everything, I've got 4 items for sale on there. If you're interested, and they're only the moon manifestation box is for you to do your little manifestations and set your intentions every month, you know, month on month, and on the new moon, and which is why I'm annoyed I forgot what the new moon was, and which I should put on the website actually, the next new moons. I'll do that later. And there's also some body products on there that are homemade. They're completely natural, using shea butters and other potions and lotions, but they're all 100% natural, and they come in little aluminium tins, which are also reusable, are recyclable. You know, people are moving away from plastic, so that's great. So I'm definitely for that. And that's pretty much it. I hope you have a really good week. Really would love to hear anything that you're changing or doing, or you feel that you got something from one of these cards or all of the cards. And yeah, I'll speak to you next Saturday. Have a really great day. Okay, take care.